I, for one, am grateful, Mrs. Bush, that they are finally bringing civilization to this savage land.
I could not agree with you more, my dear. My daddy settled this land, and I know he'll be looking down on us, pleased at how we help the natives.
Yes, they've lost their land, but they've gained access to heaven.
But Father, do you mean unless an innocent receives communion, they're destined to go to hell? That hardly seems fair.
What I mean to say, Jenny, is that there is a great deal of difference between an innocent and a savage.
I never thought of it that way.
Yes, they lived like animals, but they're happier now.
Not only do people now have motor cars, Father, but I heard that pretty soon we will be able to fly.
No, only angels can fly, Jenny.
No, apparently people can fly. Didn't you hear? Out in Kansas, a man even got a car to fly.
I hardly think so, Jenny.
Apparently, Mr. Johns wants to run for governor, which is why he's so concerned with cleaning up the state.
Nate Johns.
Yes.
His family is nothing but hillbilly trash that came here after the war. I don't want to be judgmental, but this state should not be ruled by such a disgusting family. A family without class.
Apparently, the Johns family have made a lot of money, and he has a lot of friends in politics.
Mrs. Bush, money isn't everything. There are many things that money cannot buy.
It seems that money can buy voters, though.
What you must remember, my dear, is that we have been brought here to spread the word. And the word and civilization, they are the same thing. They are the gifts. It is the opportunity we have, the chance to live among people who are decent and who do not kill each other, and who let you worship in peace.
It's so confusing, Father. Sometimes I find it impossible to make the distinction between a loving act and a hateful one. I mean, they often seem to be the same thing.
Yes, Jenny, it is confusing. But you only have to ask me if you need help.
Indeed.
Well, here we are, Mrs. Bush. Armadillo.
Here we go. Time to go to the saloon.
Mr. Marston, over here! You must be John Marston.
Sometimes.
I'm Jake. Your friends from Blackwater hired me to guide you.
They ain't my friends, but pleased to meet you, Jake.
I got the horses saddled up and ready out front.
Okay. Let's get to it.
All righty, Mr. Marston, let's get. Take it slow on the way out of town. No need to kick up a lot of dust.
I hear the Miss Crabapple. Come! Come on, easy up now.
Whoa now.
Slow it up now.
So it's Fort Mercy you want to visit?
That's right.
Ain't taken nobody up to the fort in a long time. Strange place for a decent fella to want to visit, if you don't mind me saying.
Who said I was a decent fella?
It's been abandoned for years now. Folks say it was built during the Mexican War. What kinds of soldiers around back then?
Why'd they leave?
Well, I ain't entirely sure. I heard they had to go up north to fight Indians, or maybe they got tired of being
Indians?
soldiers and went looking for gold. You know how things is. So what are you doing up at the fort?
I'm looking for an old friend.
Well, like I says, you ain't gonna find many folk round those parts these days. Those you do find are about as sociable as an ulcerated back tooth. I mean, I ain't one to judge a man by the company he keeps, but...
Well, he ain't been friends for a long time.
Are you planning on spending any time in Armadillo, Mr. Marston?
I doubt it. I ain't planning on staying very long.
Well, if you're fixing for
Really?
some female company, you can do a lot worse than Armadillo. Fine as cream gravy they are. Not like Thieves Landing. Dang, those girls ain't even fit for a drinking man to hole up with.
I'm a married man, I'm afraid.
Ain't we all? Yeah, so it was the marshal who hired me. Lee Johnson, do you know him?
I think I heard his name.
Says he got a telegram from some Blackwater big bugs asking for a guide. I guess it's none of my business.
That's right.
You ain't very talkative, are you?
Nope.
I'm just chewing the dog, mister. It's how I am. I don't mean nothing by it.
Trust me. There's things you're better off not knowing.
I'll tell you, Mr. Marston, those coyotes eat better than I do. Almost there, Mr. Marston. Just over this hill. Whoa there.
Slow up.
Listen, mister. This here is what's left of Fort Mercer. Some gang rode in and took the
Really?
place over.
So I understand.
This is where we part ways, friend. You have yourself a good time.
Come on. Bill! Bill, I've come for you! Bill Williamson! Come out here right now!
Go away now, John. Don't make me kill you.
Nobody needs to kill anyone, Bill.
You must think I was
Whoa.
born yesterday. You always did think I was an idiot.
That ain't fair, Bill. You were as my brother. I've come to try to save you.
Oh. Do I look like I need saving?
Bill,
A lot of
please.
guns.
They want to kill us all. I can help you.
Well, you never tried to save me before. You only seemed to save yourself.
Bill, I implore you think about this.
You implore me? You implore me.
What the heck
You
does
always were
that
one for
mean?
fancy words. Oh. Well, things are different now, John. Now I'm in charge! No more Dutch! And no more you. Implored. I implores you to go back and tell them to send someone just a little bit more impressive next time.
Well?
John, you ain't very smart.
Poor John.
Well, some strange ladies saving us. Okay then. New friends, old problems.
Well, you're alive.
So it would seem.
So, how do you feel?
I don't know the polite word for it.
I do. Stupid is the word we use around here. What were you doing?
I was doing something stupid.
Well, you'll be okay. Once you didn't die, the doctor said you'd be fine. He got the bullets out a couple days ago.
Good.
It cost us $15.
I'm sorry, madam. Should have left me there to die.
Did you want to die? I mean, was that it? Was that why you went straight out to Fort Mercer and picked a fight with the worst bandit in the county? To die, Mr.
Mr. Marston. John Marston.
Bonnie McFarlane. Miss Bonnie McFarlane.
Well, you may be right, Miss McFarlane. I don't know.
So what were you doing?
Was trying to give Mr. Williamson a chance. For old time's sake.
You know Bill Williamson?
Knew him. Long time ago.
Well, what was he like?
Dumb.
Just like you.
Thank you, miss. See my hat?
I have. And, what will you do now?
Now I'm gonna take my time and go after him the less kind way.
Well, that sounds very fun, Mr. Marston. Quite heroic, just like in those penny dreadfuls my brother used to read. Meanwhile, if you'll excuse me, I've got a ranch to run. Of course, if you're feeling better, why not take a ride with me later? Help me patrol the perimeter. You can earn back some of that money we wasted on doctor's bills.
Of course. And thank you. For saving my life, I mean.
Next time, Mr. Marston, I strongly recommend you don't try to lose it quite so earnestly.
I'll bear that in mind.
Okay then. That's nuts. John Marston almost died. Wow.
Mr. Marston, back in the land of the living, I see.
Figured it's about time I started paying back that $15.
Well, no time to waste. The horses are saddled up over here. There's the foreman's office. It's also where we lock up good-for-nothing outlaws, such as yourself.
I'm happy enough with my current quarters right now, Miss McFarlane.
Okay, let's see if you can still ride a horse. Come on, then. I'll show you around the property. Whoa! right is the general store. You won't find Parisian high fashion, but it's good for the
Mighty
essentials.
fine general store.
Very convenient. I don't think I've ever seen a ranch with its own store before.
Mighty fine general store.
And here's the corral. This one's for the horses. What do you think?
I'm no expert, but it certainly looks like a fine corral.
I suspect you've stolen more horses than you've broken.
Now, where'd you get such an idea?
First impressions are hard to erase. Come on, boy. That's the train station. Things sure have changed since the line finally got finished.
Yeah.
This way! Where are you going, you strange man?
Sorry. Pretty easy to get lost sometimes. Not really.
Yeah! That's the barn over there. Paul built it himself when I was just a little girl.
Sounds about right.
And here we are, back at the house. Let's stop for a while before we head out on patrol.
You'll get no complaints from me, Miss McFarland.
What are you waiting for? Come on, I don't fight.
Sure you do.
How about a cold drink, Mr. Marston?
Thank you, ma'am. Getting shot, then riding a horse seems to take it out of you. I could use a rest.
Sure. Come on in. I'll show you the house and then you can sit for a while.
Thank you.
Mr. Marston,
Miss McFarland.
remember me telling you about the trouble we've been having with rustlers and other undesirables?
I do?
Will you help me keep watch on the property line this evening?
Sure.
I want to see just who is trespassing on our land.
Okay, let's do this.
This is a fine weapon.
Come, let's head out. The country is really beautiful at around this time. We'd best get moving. This is a dangerous time of night for us. Whoa there! Let's go. Keep your eyes open.
Let's
And
do
try
it.
not to get yourself shot again.
I'll try not to.
Thank you, Mr. Marston. I feel a lot happier someone's along with me.
I feel a lot happier now I got a rifle.
Well, with your trigger itch and my feminine intuition, we should make quite a team.
Alright.
Look, those damn rabbits are at the crops again. Get down and give me a hand, will you?
What the heck?
Come on, then. Time to put that bloodlust to work.
Alright, time
We
to
should
go.
keep moving. There's still a ways to go.
Dang it!
If it's not the rustlers stealing our cattle, it's the rabbits stealing our crops.
Sounds about
It
right.
ain't never easy living off the land like this. Maybe you should move to a big city. Become a lady of leisure.
Damn coyotes are back! We can't afford to lose any more livestock. Kill them, Mr. Marston. Quick, they're going after the chickens.
Exterminate the coyotes.
That's it! Damn coyotes! coyotes. Just a shame we had to lose any of the chickens.
Coyote didn't want to die.
Come on, I'll show you the way to your room. You know, you can actually handle a rifle.
It's something I've had a little experience in.
Maybe Bill Williamson did get lucky after all.
Luck didn't really come into it, miss.
You're a useful man to have around the ranch, that's for sure. But don't think I've forgotten what brought you here. We'll do whatever we can to help you.
I sure appreciate that, Miss McFarland.
Here we are.
Easy.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Marston. Makes me kind of happy I saved your life. Get some sleep and I will see you in the morning.
Good night, Miss McFarland.
The first safe game will do.
Let's go.
Now! Slot 1, reload. I like to kill doggies. Doggy did nothing to me.
Let's go.
Howdy.
Is this the race
Oh, Mr. Marston.
that you did?
How are you doing today?
I'm well, Miss McFarland. Thank you. How are you?
Well, I'm fine. Thank you. So, how are your ribs?
Fine. A little sore, but apart from a couple extra scars, it'll be as nothing happened.
Good. Come in, come in. You know, you never did tell me how you met that Bill Williamson or what you wanted from him.
No, miss, I did not.
Well, why not, if you don't mind me asking?
I certainly don't mind you asking if you don't mind me not telling. See, it's a complicated and somewhat pathetic tale, and by telling you, not only would I be putting your life in danger, but also threatening the lives of some people that I hold very dear.
Well, I apologize if I seem to be prying.
And I apologize for my reticence. Hope you believe me when I say that it's simply out of respect for you.
Of course, Mr. Marston. I understand that a city dweller such as yourself likes to have some exotic secrets, so us country folk are impressed.
I'm no city man, miss.
Yeah, but I saw you get on the train at Blackwater. You with those gentlemen in bowler hats?
I'm still no city man.
But I bet you can't ride, Mr. Marston.
I hate to take money from a lady, miss.
Oh, you won't be. I'll race you right now.
If it makes you happy.
We'll see. All right, I'll show you how we ride around these parts.
Miss McFarland's wanting to race us.
Come on!
Let's show what we can do.
On the count of three.
I did not want to hit that
2,
person.
1, go! I trust you're not gonna be a gentleman about this!
You don't know me at all, Miss McFarland. Come on!
See you soon!
You're lucky I'm being a gentleman! Let's go!
Don't look back, I'm coming up behind you!
are.
Should I wait for you to catch up?
Miss McFarlane?
Neck and neck, Miss McFarlane! Come on, call yourself a rancher?
Where do you think you're going?
I don't know.
Are you saving the best for last? Go. I bet you're starting to regret your brave words, Miss McFarlane. How you doing back there? Yeah. Would you like me to slow down?
Oh man, he's talking back to the lady.
Come.
Come on, boy.
Easy.
How's it feel getting beaten by a lady?
Come on.
No,
Hey,
I'm winning.
that's more like it. Whoa.
Yeah.
You still think you're gonna win this, don't you?
This is gonna be close.
Not for
Yeah.
long, she ain't.
Follow me.
I'll catch you. Just you wait. Giddy up.
Let's go, Miss McFarlane. Come on.
You're gonna wear that horse out.
Beat her.
Easy now. That was fun.
Sure.
You know, you should go pay the marshal a visit in Armadillo sometime. I'm sure he could help you deal with that nice Mr. Williamson.
Yeah, I might just do that, Miss McFarlane.
You do whatever you think's best, Mr. Marston.
This is
Mr. Marston,
Armadillo,
how are you?
USA.
Good, Miss McFarlane. How are you?
I'm well. Would you mind riding with me to Armadillo? I've got to get some supplies and I could do with the company.
Of course.
You can take the reins. It wouldn't do for a terrifying bounty hunter such as yourself to be seen driven around by a woman. Hop on up, Mr. Marston. You're looking much better, considering you were almost buzzard food a couple days ago.
I have you to thank for that, miss.
So do tell me, have you needlessly risked your life since we last spoke?
No, miss. I have not.
Well, that's a relief. Perhaps there's hope for you yet.
I wouldn't bet on it.
Oh, there's always hope, Mr. Marston. You can't be a rancher in this kind of country if you don't believe that.
An admirable attitude, miss.
I suppose so. I can't think of any other way to stay sane, to be frank. What about you? Have you ever given up hope altogether?
Hope hasn't really entered into it. It's not really something I think about.
A peculiar outlook. I can't really say I understand you.
I can't always say I do either.
Oh, don't be so deliberately enigmatic.
I'm not, miss.
Yes, you are. You are being deliberately obscure as a substitute for having a personality.
I just know there are two theories to arguing with women, and neither one works.
I'm not even going to dignify that gibberish with a response. How are you today?
Okay then. What the heck?
I think it's kind of funny I found you dying on the side of the road and now you're driving me into town.
You have a strange sense of humor.
Well, you must admit, it's an unusual start to a friendship.
I didn't realize we were
Friendship?
friends,
I didn't know we were friends.
Oh, please. Now who's being funny? Listen, I know that business with Williamson is your business, but I don't know. You've been good to us, and I don't think you're a bad man. A little stupid, perhaps, but not rotten. I just worry about you gallivanting around these parts like you're some kind of deranged bounty hunter. Like Paul always says, don't go waking snakes.
I appreciate your concern for us lesser mortals, Miss McFarland. I really do. And if there was any other way out, I'd take it. I can assure you of that.
You never did tell me where you live.
I have a small holding up in Great Plains.
A farmer? Yeah, and I'm the Queen of England. And at what point during your day of hunting down outlaws do you find time to raise chickens? So this is Armadillo. Manhattan
There
it
you
is
go.
not. But it does okay for us. Most important thing for you right now is getting yourself into Dr. Johnson's office to purchase some medicine. The first one's on me.
Thank you, miss. I'll pay you back.
I'm sure you shall. The doc's a good fellow. He saved your life, so be polite to him. Meet me in front of the general store when you're done.
It's excellent to see you today.
Hey, partner.
You need something for that gout?
Still work. Put it this way. The wife won't be answering back anytime soon.
Well, thanks for driving me. It was nice to be able to enjoy the view for once, and a little company never hurts now and again.
You're more than welcome, miss. Least I can do. Thank you for the medicine.
Why don't you have a look around Armadillo? You can always take a stagecoach back to the ranch later.
I might just do that. Travel safely, miss.
Try not to get yourself shot. I won't be around to save you this time.
Okay.
Woo-wee! I ain't had a decent crop in years. Looking at you.
Marshall Johnson.
Excuse me.
Hey, hey, you got a visitor.
Shut up, you! Now what you want?
My name's John Marston. You wanted to speak to me.
I did?
Apparently so.
Why?
I guess because we're both in the business of the law.
You that fella from the train company?
No, I'm from Fort Mercer.
Fort Mercer? You them one of them Williamson boys?
Calm down.
Go on, shoot him, mister. Shoot him.
Come what, you getting keep with me, boy?
What's going on here?
I got me one of them Williamson boys.
I got me one of them idiots who give marshals a bad name.
Jonah, put your gun down. You must be the man from Blackwater.
Yes, sir. Listen, that dog ain't too bright, but he seems loyal.
Jonah, get out of here for a minute.
Yes, sir, Mr. Johnson, sir. And you? Oh, I done seen enough of your hide around here, friend.
I think there's some school children down the way you can go and frighten.
Oh, hardy fucking har. Dickhead.
What are you doing here, Mr. Marston? Apart from frightening my deputies.
I'm here to capture or kill Bill Williamson.
Okay.
Can you help me?
He's outside my jurisdiction. He's in the next county. Of course, Bill Williamson and his boys have tended to keep themselves away from my town.
So you're happy to have him out there?
Well, I ain't happy, but I also ain't suicidal.
My job is to keep this town safe, not clean up all of these 3 counties. It's hard enough around here.
You know, I hear you speak, and suddenly I'm reminded of how some of the people I respected most in my life had a problem with authority. What's wrong with you?
Well, I'm sure you and your fine friends have enjoyed spending your time running around pursuing noble causes. My cause is to keep this town from turning into a living hell for the folks who live here. Whole world has problems, mister, and I'm here doing what I can.
Why? What's happening?
Right now, I got the railway, the people who pay my salary, trying to get me to turn a blind eye to them burning down settlements up there. I got a bunch of cattle rustlers out near Box Canyon needs shutting down. Not forgetting the gang that keeps murdering homesteaders out in the back country. And I got a bunch of hoods over in the saloon, drunk, threatening to shoot up the whole town. That's all I got today. But it's early yet. Give me a couple more days. There'll be more.
All right, tell you what. Let's go deal with them hoods in the saloon. Then we'll discuss Williamson.
Okay, boy. You're a persistent little cuss, ain't you?
Only when things matter.
Only when things matter.
Let's head over to the saloon.
So who are we looking for?
Bunch of two-bit hoodlums, led by this fella called Walton. Goddamn road agents who prey on the stages coming in and out of town. Drivers in Armadillo spend more time with their hands in the air than on the reins these days.
And you're happy to let them drink in your saloon?
Happy? No. But the way I figure it, better they're carousing in there than out robbing decent folk.
That's an interesting approach to law enforcement.
There's the dumb rat bastard now. Let's follow him. See what kind of hole he crawls into.
Let's go, Marston. I've been after that son of a bitch for months.
Yeah. Come on, easy up now.
Keep up, will ya?
If Walton's as bad as you say he is, why don't we just beef him now while we got the chance?
Because that ain't how the law works.
Is that right, Marshal?
And alive, he can still talk.
Doesn't sound like he's a man to be reasoned with.
He ain't. But a few days of my hospitality and he'll be telling me what I need to know. Walton's gang's been growing fast.
Outlawing's easy money for easy work.
Cholla Springs, Gap Tooth Ridge, these boys get around. Walton's a start, but there's plenty more where he came from.
Sounds about right.
Slow up.
Come on. He's headed for Pleasant's house. Let's stop so we can get a better look.
Looks like we got company, boys.
Damn! Take cover! We'll work our way up this hill.
Hey, yeah, you, over here.
Move up to that wagon on your right. I'll cover you. There's one behind the crate. Take him down. Now move up to that crate. I'll cover you. That fool behind the rock is yours, Marston.
You brought help, did you? Well, I'm gonna kill both of you dumb bastards. You ain't that tough, Walton.
Dang it.
Who's next?
I need it more than you now.
Now get to that rock. I'll shoot you in the face. There's one of them. Good. Now move up to the outhouse, Marston. Who's that woman you brought with you, Marshal? Wolf's inside the house. Take him alive if you can. It'll be trial and the rope for you.
Got him.
Not a bad shot, Mr. Marston. Why don't you check in with me next time you're in town?
I don't want to be no policeman, Marshal.
Nor did I, my friend. I can promise you that. I'll see you soon, Mr. Marston.
Yeah.
Come on! Come on! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Come on! Yeah! Come! Whoa!
I'm a terrible mother.
Justice and Pike Basin.
Hello? Hello? Is Armadillo 731? What is it with these things? Hello? It's a new line. Hello? Hello?
Sounds fun. What's happening?
I have no idea. Yeah, if it's important, they'll send someone down like they did with you.
Suddenly, the world is full of days.
Yeah. I remember when we first got here. We used to consider people from Dade County to be exotic. Now guys can get here from the Midwest, and they can do it in 6 days.
Things have changed.
They've gotten away from me. Hello? I don't understand it no more, boy. Honest to goodness.
I'm not sure I do.
Marshal! 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 I just been up in the canyon, spying like you said. I think I seen me a couple of them rustlers. I think it was the Ballard twins and a couple of Mexicans.
They up there right now?
Well, it was a group of 4 men rounding up Mr. Gulch's livestock, and none of them looked like any of Gulch's hands, so yes, sir, right now.
That sarcasm's most unbecoming, Eli. It's gonna hold you back in life, even worse than your lazy eye. All right, let's go. You ride with us again, Marston?
Will you help me?
I will try.
Then it'd be my pleasure.
Where is he?
How long you been working for the government, Marston?
I don't work for the government.
Well, I got a telegram from some federal clowns in Blackwater that says otherwise.
Are you some kind of vigilante?
You don't look like
no government, boy.
I guess it's complicated. I came because it was made impossible for me not to.
You sure are a tight-lipped son of a bitch, mister.
I guess I am. I ain't gonna dig this hole no deeper.
Ain't you all proud and superior? Don't forget you need us more than we need you. Bill Williamson folded you up like an empty person last time, if I remember correctly.
Simmer down, Jonah.
Listen to your boss, Jonah. There's a good boy. Otherwise, I'll put a hole in your hillbilly head and watch your tiny brain drain out.
I'll be honest with you, Marston. I ain't for all this government interference.
Believe me, Marshal, neither am I.
I try to keep the federal boys happy. I mean, we need all the help we can get.
Boys
but what
happy.
does a flannel-mouthed city boy who's never forked a bale of hay in his life know about a state like New Austin?
Nothing, I reckon.
All this manifest destiny hogwash, taming a wild land, bringing modernization and betterments to the West. Nearly there. All right, boys, let's proceed on foot from here. Ooh. Let's move up the canyon towards the fort. Be ready, boys. We're probably going to be outnumbered.
And those bastards ain't short on firepower, neither.
Let's see how many there are. If we can take them alive, good. If not, smoke the sons of bitches.
Music to my ears, Marshal.
Look out! Rustler guard! Gun him down! Are you gonna shoot any of these rustlers, boy?
What do you think I've been doing?
Okay, boy, you head down that left fork. I'll take the right. Marston, you can come with me or go with them.
You got anything interesting, friend?
Come on! Keep up!
Stop falling behind! We gotta push forward!
Look out! There's two behind that rock.
I'm gonna rip you up.
You better surrender. You hear? All right, come on, Marston. Let's push on. Come on. The deputies are making some ground over there. Look out! Here's some more! I'm giving you one last chance. Good shooting, boy. Come on, let's clear out that camp. Watch yourself. Looks like they have some backup. Tell the ballers to give themselves up, or we'll kill every last one of you.
Hey, this one!
Stop doing that!
That bastard won't be rustling no more. Looks like that's all, sons of bitches. I'll head up the ridge and scout it out. See if there's any spare ammo in that camp.
Hey! Stay with me!
Keep your eyes
This
open.
way.
I saw a couple of snipers across the way.
Doesn't
God
surprise
damn
me.
it! Take out those snipers, boy!
and surrender!
You starting to regret this yet?
Follow me!
Who's next?
Let's push off. Hey, we got something! Hang in there! Damn fine shooting, boys. Come on, let's regroup.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not kidding.
Don't think you'll be needing this.
This looks as good a spot as any. Gather around and listen up. God damn it! All right, stealthy as you can, boys. Let's get as close to those bastards as we can. Don't smash it. Careful! There's innocents down there. Watch out for Mr. Jones' cat. Stop one! There's one more for the vultures.
Time to clear this mission.
Trigger! Hey, was that you or me?
I think I'm just gonna rush this game because I've done it before. It's so old of a game, but I'm just gonna rush it. I've beaten it and rushed it quickly before, so.
Thanks, Marshal. We're indebted to you with our lives.
Just get them cattle back safe.
All right. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you.
Well done, Mr. Marston.
Yes, well done.
Now, about Williamson.
I'll do what I can. You know, as you can see, this country is infested with all manner of scum.
Say that again.
Well, one other thing, Marston. Mr. Johnson, sir. It's Mr. Wes Dickens. He's missing.
Who?
Mr. Wes Dickens, the tonics merchant. He was due in town last week.
Oh, the narcotic and bat piss salesman who cons housewives out of their money with promises of eternal youth.
Yes, him, but I think you're being a little unfair. He's helped a great many of the county, and many of the townsfolk are really missing him.
You hear that, Marston? We just butchered a gang of thieves, and the town is up in arms about a missing snake oil merchant. I am so glad to be serving such a wise and respectable people. Come on, Eli.
I'm not even gonna loot the man.
Come on.
Which one's closer? Over here. You know. We're near Farland's Ranch. Okay. The heck was that? Women and cattle.
Mr. Marston, I've been hearing about your plans.
Have you, Miss McFarland?
Yes, from Lee Johnson. To settle here and build a life for yourself.
I'm afraid those aren't my plans. See, I already have a life. Well, I had one, and I'm trying to reclaim it. Or maybe what you could say is I had two, and I'm trying to end one of them so the other can survive.
You do so love to talk in riddles, Mr. Marston. Do you do that, I wonder, as a substitute for having anything interesting to say?
Probably, Miss McFarland.
Oh, call me Bonnie, you fool. Call me Bonnie.
Miss McFarland, I'm married. I have a son. I had a daughter, but she died. Years before that, I rode in a gang. We robbed banks, trains, held people ransom. We killed people we didn't like. Bill Williamson was in that gang. Now, if I don't capture my former brother in arms, great harm will befall my family. Now, I don't suppose any of this is very interesting to you, but I hope it explains why I wasn't so eager to talk about it.
No, I do understand. I had no idea. You poor man.
Even in this new country, memories don't really fade. My father was an illiterate Scot born on the boat into New York. He never saw his homeland, but to hear him talk about it, you'd imagine he only ever ate haggis and wore a kilt. And he hated the English for what they had done to his great-grandparents that he'd never met. People don't forget. Nothing gets forgiven.
That's true. Especially when it comes to money. And you know, even now, after all his labors, my father's debts are still terrible. I worry every day about us losing the ranch. It would kill him.
My father died when I was 8 years old. His eyes were, well, let's just say he was blinded in a bar fight south of Chicago. My mother died during childbirth. She was a prostitute, and he was her, I don't know what he was. Sent off to an orphanage and ran away and fell in with a gang.
My word. What a difficult life you
life,
lived.
yep.
The leader of the gang taught me how to read. Taught me how to see all that was good in the world. He was a great man in a way.
But you killed people.
Sure. And I've suffered for it. And that's the life I left, or tried to lead. Said too much, Bonnie. I'm an uneducated killer, sent here to do all I can do well. Kill a man in cold blood so that another man may do his part to cut crime in an area, and a rich man can be elected governor on the back of these promises.
Civilization is a truly beautiful thing, Mr. Marston. Listen, can you help me?
Well, I can try. What do you need, money?
No, nothing so complicated. I need an extra hand to take out the herd to pasture.
Sure. Point me in the right direction.
We're taking them right, basically, from pasture.
Right. Are you ready to learn how to herd some cows?
Sure.
Giddy up!
Let's go.
Thank you for telling me all that back there. It must have been hard for you.
Hope you understand now why I've been playing my cards somewhat close to my chest.
I didn't know you had a wife and child. Then again, I don't think I ever asked. They're lucky to have a man like you.
I ain't so sure about that, but thank you. Go.
Control that horse,
Whoa,
will ya?
whoa. Come on. Yeah.
He's got it.
Move, move. Keep it moving. Let's move here, my four-legged friends.
Drive them down the road, Mr. Marston.
Move it up.
Easy down.
Come on, let's go, let's go! Get a move
Move,
on!
cows. Let's
Stay
go.
together, you dumb animals! Move, come on!
This way! We need to take them out to the pasture!
No stopping, let's go! Move it! Move, let's go! Forward! Let's go! Move! Move on! Move on! Get going! Come on! Come on! Come on! Come on! Come on! Yeah!
Come on,
Move,
animals.
Keep it moving! Let's move here, my four-legged friends! Whoa there!
He's just showing up
Moving up.
now.
All right, let's move this large herd out to the far pasture.
Come on, let's go! Let's go! Come! Get a move on!
Let's go,
Stay
animals.
together,
Let's
you dumb
go.
animals! Move! Come on!
Sweep back and forth behind them. Keep them nice and tight.
No stopping! Let's go! Move it! Come on!
Whoa there.
Move! Let's go! Forward! Let's go!
Did all right.
You're not bad with the herd. Ranching might be your true calling, Mr. Marston. Either that or you were a cow in a past life.
Thank you, Miss McFarland.
I'll see you later. I have work to do back at the ranch.
Let's go! Yeah! Easy.
I'm gonna start spinning the singagummy, and hold your breath. Please be aware of the social disease carried by a certain young lady.
Oh, there we go. Wild horse, tame passion.
Well, hello, Mr. Marston. How are you?
Fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Did you meet my father? John Marston, this is my father, Drew McFarland.
Pleasure to meet you, Mr. Marston. Please. So, my daughter informs me that you're here on some secret mission to remove some undesirables from the county.
Something like that. I'm grateful for the hospitality, sir.
Well, you know, we've lived here for 30 years now. Came here from the east. The land had never been settled. For 10 years, we fought the Indians. Tough men. Then we had outlaws, and we had drought, and we had smallpox, terrible winters, cholera. I buried more of my children than I raised.
Sorry to hear that, sir.
I've seen strong men wither and die under that unforgiving sun. That whole herds of cattle take sick and die. But I've never once doubted my life here.
No, sir.
When I hear about this so-called federal government sending out agents to covertly murder and control people, then I start to worry. I mean, yeah, all right, Williamson is a menace, and men like him are the plague. But isn't a government agent a worse menace? And all that symbolizes, I mean.
You may be right, sir.
Well, you're a brave man. You're always gonna be welcome here. But you tell your friends out east that we don't want to live like that out here. Sneaking around and spying and secret missions. preposterous.
Trust me, sir. I agree with you.
Good. Good. Well, we won't insult you any further. Come on, Bonnie, we got things to do.
Mr. Marston, do you want to join us? It's Daddy's favorite pastime. Apart from political discourse, that is.
What is?
Breaking in horses. Come on. I hear you're a pretty decent rider. For a city dweller, that is.
City dweller. What the heck?
You're gonna need this, Mr. Marston. Right. Now you got some rope on your belt. Let's see if we can't wrangle some horses. Easy now.
You sure have some interesting theories on what the government's doing, sir.
Ain't, Mr. Marston. I saw the telegram Marshall got from Blackwater. It ain't exactly a state secret and sent you.
Well, is he wrong? I saw those men from the train.
The government can go to hell if you ask me. Those sons of bitches would steal a coin off a dead man's eyes.
Mr. Marston!
He's right. Now, I don't know much about politics.
Please, Paul, can we just enjoy
But I
the
know
ride?
we're only as free as they say we are. Power's like a drink. The more you have, the more you want. There's few men who can handle it.
There's certain things in this country a woman could do much better, if you ask me.
I ain't gonna argue with that, Miss McFarland.
There's the horses! Get that lasso ready!
Come on! Let's roll!
Alrighty.
Hold tight! Coming to help you!
Whoa! Giddy up! Try not to spook it too much!
Now hold on to it!
I got you!
Keep at it, Mr. Marston!
Come on! Let's go!
Nearly there!
Oh, there!
Show me what you got, boy!
Give up!
Take it slow now!
Calm it down!
You're doing fine!
Then, cowboy!
That's it!
Let's see it, boy!
You'll have this in no time!
Calm yourself now. There.
Nicely done, boy! Whew! I think that's enough activity for an old-timer like me. I'll take this one back to the ranch. See you later.
Come on, then. Let's see if you can get another one.
Get another horse.
Come on, grab one of them. Easy now. That's it. Lead with them.
You're mine now. It's all right. Come on, baby. Calm down. Relax now.
Yeah. Get it.
There you go.
You're a regular Bronco buster, city boy. Nice work. I think that'll do it for today. Let's get back to the ranch.
I like your father.
I'm glad. He's quite a character.
You have a good life here. The life I want. For me and my family, I mean.
We don't have a lot anymore.
You have enough. It's one that gets so many folks in trouble.
It'll sap your spirit and make you poor, but it's straight and it's decent.
There's no better night's sleep than after an honest day's work.
It's no wonder you look so tired then.
Some deck must be shy of Joker, Miss McFarland.
Who'd have thought you'd be such a natural at busting Broncos?
That was fun.
I think you could be a fine rancher one day, if you can bear to stop killing people for a living.
Sure.
Whoa! Well done, Mr. Marston. These are fine
Hey, Bonnie. Amos was saying some horses been spotted somewhere outside of Armadillo.
Let's go, Mr. Marston. We can really do with those horses. Come on, Mr. Marston. Let's head for Armadillo.
You never did tell me why you were never married. Aside from the snobbery, that is.
You sure ask a lot.
I'm just surprised, that's all. You must have been quite a catch.
The fact that you're talking in the past says it all.
No, that's not what I mean. You must have had some suitors, that's all I'm saying.
Some, I suppose. Here and there. A ranch in the middle of Hennigan's Stead ain't really the place to find a husband. Amos, he's a little, well, you know, countrified.
Where'd you get your airs and graces, Miss McFarland?
From a couple of cheap governesses Pa hired to save us from being savages. I'd like to talk about more than just cattle and chickens sometimes, that's all. And after my brother left, it was up to me to become the man of the ranch. He'd never admit it, but my pa's a lot frailer than he looked.
You're worth two of any man I know, miss.
I'll try to take that as a compliment.
In many ways, my wife is kind of like you, Miss McFarland.
Is that so?
She's always been a woman in a man's world.
You don't talk about her very much.
It's kind of painful, but she's never far from my thoughts.
There's my boys. Come on, Mr. Marston. Let's drive them up the canyon where it narrows. We'll trap them there.
Okay.
Whoa! Move! Move! Come on! Come on! Come on! Keep it moving! Come on! Yeah! Move! Let's go! Move it! Come on! Move it up! Forward! Come on! Let's go! Let's go! Move! Come on! Get a move on! Stay together, you dumb animals! Let's move here, my four-legged friends! Move! Come on! No stopping! Let's go! Whoa there! Slow it up now. Let's go! Move on! Move on! Get going! Come on! Move! Move! Come on! Come on! Come on! Slow down!
Here we go. Easy managed.
Looks like we got the lot of them. What magnificent animals they are. Hey, the stallion's getting away. Chase him down and bring him back.
Go!
Lasso the stallion.
Let's go! Come on! Slow up. Whoa! Calm yourself! It's all right!
Here we go.
Come on, baby! Calm down!
Come on, stallion.
Calm it down! That's it! Easy there! That's better.
There we go.
Come on.
Thanks for your help today, Mr. Marston. We got some fine horses. You know, why don't you keep that stallion as your own, as a thank you from all of us?
Thank you, ma'am. He's a fine animal. Come! Yeah.
Oh, I just remembered something. I could do this. Even faster. Travel to waypoint.
Come on.
Make it even faster. A tempest looms.
Come on, let's go! Get him in there! Come on!
Amos!
Hey, miss. I got most of the horses secure and the chicken.
Well, thank you, Amos, but it's the herd I'm worried about.
I know, they're scattered all over the valley and beyond. The weather is coming in real fast.
So what do you suggest, Amos? We leave the herd out there to be scattered by the storm and ourselves left here to die without a livelihood?
Can I help?
No, miss. If the men get caught out in that storm, they're gonna die.
And if we lose our herd, we'll all die, you stupid man.
Doesn't sound like we're left with much of a choice then. Come on, Amos. Round up your men. Let's get the herd.
Dang.
Come on, Mr. Marston. Hurry.
Yeah.
That sky don't look good. I'm starting to think somebody up there is conspiring against me. Are you a religious man?
Not in any real sense.
No.
Sometimes I tell myself things happen for a reason. Like what brought me here was fate come a-calling. But nobody made my path but me.
We all need to look for answers somewhere. Some in big old books, others in big old bottles of whiskey.
Believing in some kind of divine purpose ain't gonna give me my wife and kid back. The past is who we are, Miss McFarland. There ain't no changing that. Faith is a luxury I can't afford.
We have 2 herds out grazing in different pastures. We'll need to merge them and bring them all back.
I think we can handle that.
The cows get real ornery in bad weather. It's more work, but I'll show you how to deal with them. I'm gonna save my voice for the herd. It's gonna be hard shouting over this storm. Whoa! Look out! It's slippery. Let's take them over to the other herd. We'll try to drive them all back to the ranch together.
Come on, easy up now. Move, move!
Come on, cows.
Stay together, you dumb animals. Move it. Keep it moving. Let's go. Come on, let's go, let's go. Forward. Come on. Get going. Come on.
Oh, man.
Don't stop.
Come on.
Let's go. Let's move here, my four-legged friends. Come
Move,
on,
animal,
come on, come on. Yeah. Come on. Move. Easy. Move it up. Move on, move on. Move, come on. Get a move on. Move, let's go. Let's go. Move, move. Stay together, you dumb animals. Move it. Keep it moving. Let's go. Go. Come on, let's go, let's go.
those stragglers.
Come on! Come on! Come on! Yeah! Come on! Move!
Let's get these stragglers rounded up so we can head back to the ranch. The storm's getting worse.
Move it
what are you
up.
waiting for?
Move on! Move on! Move! Come on! Get a move on! Move! Let's go! Slow down! Move! Move! Stay together, you dumb animals! Move it!
Come on, dumb animals.
Keep it moving! Slow it up now. Whoa there! Let's go! Come on, let's go! Let's go! Forward! Get going! Come on! No stop! Let's go! Let's move here, my four-legged friends! Come on! Come on! Come on! Yeah! Come on! Move! Move it up! Move on! Move on! Move! Come on! Get a move on! Move! Let's go! Come on! Come on, easy up now! Move! Move! Slow up! Stay together, you dumb animals! Move it! Keep it moving! Let's go! Come on, let's go! Let's go! Forward! Get going! Come on!
Kidding me?
No stop! Let's go! Yeah! Easy! Let's move here, my four-legged friends! Come on! Come on! Come on! Yeah! Come on! Move! Move it up! Move on! Move on!
Don't listen.
Get a move on! Move! Let's go! Move! Move! Let's go! Stay together, you dumb animals! Move it! Keep it moving! Let's go! Come on! Let's go! Let's go! Forward! Get going! Come on! Whoa there! No stop! Let's go! Let's move here, my four-legged friends! Go!
Come on, animals. Oh, come on.
Come on! Come on! Come on! Yeah! Come on! Move! Move it up! Move on! Move on! Move! Come on! Get a move on! Move! Let's go! Move! Move! Stay together, you dumb animals! Move! Keep it moving! Let's go! Come on! Let's go! Let's go!
Stay with one another, horse pals.
Get going! Come on! No stop! Let's go! Let's move here, my four-legged friends! Come on! Whoa! Come on! Come on! Come on! Yeah!
Oh, come on.
Come on! Move! Move it up! Move on! Move on! Move! Come on! Get a move on!
Come on, animals.
Move! Let's go! Move! Move! Stay together, you dumb animals! Come on! Move it! Keep it moving! Let's go! Come on, let's go!
Don't give up now. We're nearly there.
Get going! Come on! No stop! Let's go! Let's move here, my four-legged friends! Come on! Come on! Come on! Yeah! Come on! Move!
Come on. Keep the horse going.
Move on! Move on!
I think I'm doing this.
Get a move on! Move! Let's go! Come on, easy up there! Move! Move!
Storm's getting worse. What are you waiting for?
Stay together, you dumb animals!
Hurry.
Move!
Gotta move that bird.
Keep it moving! Let's go! Come on, let's go! Let's go! Forward!
Come on. I can't do this all by myself in this weather.
No stop! Let's go! Let's move here, my four-legged friends!
Storm's getting worse.
Come
what are you
on!
waiting
Come
for?
on! Come on! Yeah! Come on!
Hurry. Gotta move that bird.
Move!
Come on. I can't do this all by myself in this weather.
There we go.
You might make a decent rancher one day.
Thank you, Miss McFarland.
Giddy up!
Shut my eye a while. Watch your step. Excuse me. Excuse me, sir. You need help? Mister, you alive?
Fuck, God damn it, heavens.
Excuse me?
I said, no, I'm not okay. Do I look like I'm okay?
You look pretty good for a corpse.
Praise be.
Move up, mister. Time to get you to a doctor, or an undertaker. Whichever you need once we get to town.
St. Peter, open up them pearly gates. I'm coming home.
Come on, mister. Come on.
Hurry, sir. I'm bleeding like a badly butchered hog.
You'll be fine. Just focus.
You better take the reins. I don't think I'm strong enough. I'm finished. Done for.
Just sit up straight, will you?
The closest doctor is in Armadillo.
To Armadillo we go.
What is your name, friend?
John Marston.
Oh, good God! Out of the frying pan into the fire.
Excuse me?
How many outlaws can a man encounter in one day?
You must have me mistaken with somebody else, friend.
The Ballard twins, Walton's gang. I know who you are. Good Lord! It's those scoundrels once again!
You know you're gonna die, right?
You're killing me! Get back on the damn road! I'm so weak. It looks like you're shooting at nothing. Excellent work, sir. Push on to Armadillo.
What the hell happened to you?
Bandits, hoodlums, the scoundrels robbed me blind and left me to die.
I can see that.
Once again, a victim of my own success. They see a man in a well-cut suit and this happens.
Do you know who they were?
No idea. I'm not the kind of man who has enemies.
You do now.
I give so much and still they take. We live in an uncivilized and graceless world, friend. They don't appear to be giving up.
You should run off home.
It's all gone dark. I knew you'd come. What? I knew this wasn't my time. He has a greater purpose for me. There's Armadillo! Master John! Master! Why am I so wet? Come on, John! Look alive, will you?
That's rich coming from you. You just concentrate on staying conscious.
Yeah, I embrace you.
We're here. Stay with me.
Where the devil are we?
Armadillo. We made it safe, you'll be happy to know.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. You're a gentleman and a true man of honor.
Coming from you, I doubt that means much, but I appreciate the civility.
I owe you, sir. And I always pay my debts. Jesus. But if I die, I'm sorry for it. If not, I'll be your man for...
Let's get you fixed up first. Then we'll decide what you're my man for.
Oh man, what's going on?
Since you're here, you want to make yourself useful?
Not particularly.
I don't know, I
Listen,
just
son,
felt like
I know
playing
you got a
it.
mission. But right now, I need
Just
enough
wanted
gun.
to play all the
Why?
missions.
What's happening?
One
I've had this
last
problem
time.
for months with this group of bandits.
This is Red
Getting
Dead
drunk and
1.
murdering settlers.
Red
Last
Dead
night they went to a
Redemption.
big place up near Ridgewood.
They burnt the place down, killed the men, burning most of them alive, and raped the women. Women folk then got their
What do you
throats
mean Red
slit.
Dead 2?
One of them survived and walked in here this
Question
morning.
mark.
Anyway,
This is Red Dead
we got a
Redemption,
posse gathering up near Ridgewood.
not the second one.
Will you ride with us?
All right.
Thank you, John Marston.
So yeah.
It's gonna be a bloody job.
Huh. I don't think I know any other kind, sir.
Oh, you know, okay. Just make sure. If you couldn't tell.
Hey, wait up!
So how you doing? A certified thief. It's an interesting name, but different than what I've had. That's what I'm saying.
I did. For a man who claims to have found the
I
remedy
have
to all
Red Dead
ailments,
2.
he
I
was
just
in
wanted
pretty
to play
bad
the
shape.
first one.
His tonic has helped a great many people.
That's all.
It's a medical breakthrough from the East.
I've played Red Dead 2.
If only it could cure him of his
Played it.
diarrhea of the mouth.
I wouldn't be so dismissive of science if I was you. Times is changing
I
fast.
played it.
He's no
I'm
more a
just not playing
scientist
it
than I am a
today.
priest. But people can spend their hard-earned money however they please.
He's certainly a
That's
character,
all.
that West Dickens.
I can't understand a goddamn word he said.
A more flannel-mouthed bunko artist I've
I
never
like playing
met.
this one.
Look at them vultures circling up ahead.
It's a good game.
Might just be a dead critter. Marston, take a look. Eli, you too.
I just thought I'd
Ain't
play
no
on both.
survivors here, Marshal.
Cause I'm gonna go back to Red Dead 2 after I beat this
Man,
one.
this don't look too good.
That's why I'm not doing
Somebody
any
was so
side,
busy killing people they went and
side
dropped their gun.
missions and stuff. I'm just doing the main story, that's it. So
Come on.
that's why. I liked the first one, it was funny.
See if they know
It
anything.
had some funny scenes. That's why
What
I'm
kind of man does that?
A
playing
bunch
it.
of weak men. A pack of cowards is the most dangerous kind.
Some men is just born plain evil.
I think it's this land
But
that
yes,
makes the men. As much as the other way
I
around.
pre-ordered
Men are
Red Dead
born,
Redemption 2.
then they're formed. At least that's how I see it.
And then I gave my other pre-order
Who could have done such
to
a
my
thing?
friend.
Any number of people. Especially now the
Yeah.
word's out we're cleaning up the county.
Between Walton's boys and the rustlers, we've been spilling a lot of blood. Man gets more evil when he's running scared.
Sounds about right.
Poor vultures. This don't look so good.
God damn it. Come on,
You
let's
don't
take a look.
say. You don't say, Marshall.
Let's pound leather, boys. Looks like they're headed for Ridgewood Farm.
Sons of bitches.
Didn't you once run a gang of outlaws, Marston?
Yeah, but not like that. It wasn't our way. At least it
our
wasn't
way
my
of
way.
life.
Killing and thieving's never right, boy. No matter how you dress it up.
Unless it's
Nope,
ordered by a
it
court of
ain't.
law, you mean?
Can't see a soul anywhere. This ain't right.
This ain't right. Too quiet.
No one here. Whoa! Slow down! Shed's clear, Marshal!
Time to join Marshal Johnson.
That ain't right. No one would board up a barn like this. Come on, John. Shoot that door open.
That ain't right. Oh, good God. That's crazy.
Holy sweet
Nothing but
mother of
dead
mercy.
bodies.
Please, please don't shoot me.
Whoa.
Some bandits came by and took us hostage. They're holed up in the farmhouse. Some of my family is being kept hostage inside.
This has gone far enough. Get into that house and smoke those sons of bitches.
You don't want to do this, my friend!
What French whore? What are you talking about?
What the heck?
You want more? It's gonna take more than one of you, partner!
Yeah. What he said.
You and me gonna have ourselves some fun! Make a run for the shed. Keep your head down.
What? That is some bull crap.
This has gone far enough. Get into that house and smoke those sons of bitches.
Ain't your life worth living? Oh, man!
Oh, shit! I was gonna shoot you dead!
This would be a fair fight if you could shoot straight! Ain't you a pretty little thing? Shed when the coast is clear. There'll be a deputy waiting for you.
Thank you. I was convinced I was dead.
I'm gonna rip you up. Crap!
This has gone
Are you
far enough.
kidding me?
Get into that house and smoke those sons of bitches.
Go home, buddy! Just take one bullet. You want to die, mister? Now you got me hard.
We need to get into that house right now. Over there. Stay close.
I guess it's too late to talk about things.
Jesus, well.
You and me gonna have ourselves fun. There's a deputy waiting for you in the shed out back. Make a run for it when it's clear.
Oh, thank God.
This way.
As soon as you can, make a run for the shed. Keep your head down.
They did unspeakable things to me.
Look like that's all of them. Let's see how the hostages are doing.
Some folk tried escaping to the south, but then some robbers started chasing him down like wild dogs. I thought you were supposed to protect us, Marshal. You folk ain't men. You ain't nothing. You're just a man on a government payroll taking money that the rest of us have to pay for with our lives. Yeah. What is wrong with this country?
Mount up, men. The man that kills the boss of that bunch gets $50.
It ain't about the money, Marshal. These are people's lives, people's homes.
Let's go. Get on your horse, boy. Follow me. We can still
All
catch
right.
him.
Come on.
Let's keep going.
Slow down.
What's your beef waging anyway, Marston?
Let's just say he's the currency in a complicated transaction.
What the hell you talking about?
Some people I have the displeasure of knowing want him dead.
Why does that involve you?
We used to run in a gang together. He was once like family.
If this is how you treat your family, I'd hate to see what you do to your enemies.
That was a lifetime ago. And bearing in mind, he's left me for dead the last 2 times I've seen him. I'm about figuring we've moved past the family part.
That somebody on the cliff?
That'd be
You
Bill
just walk away
Williamson.
now, John. I didn't kill you before,
do
but I
that.
sure as shit will now.
Get yourself down here, Bill. You know you ain't man enough to stop me. You know I don't
Yeah.
want to kill you, but I will.
You always did have a high opinion of yourself, John. Dutch always said you were an arrogant son of a bitch. I guess he was about right. Get him, boys! Everybody, take cover! In that shed!
This way!
Keep together and stay in here. This is the best cover we got.
Stop doing that!
Kill those rapists! It's lit a slapping time, my friend. God damn it, there's more of them. Nobody leaves this shack.
You starting to regret this yet? Bring me Williamson! Looks like our business is done here, fellas.
Hey, look what I got here. There's something that you're still breathing. Come here, boy. Come on, Bessie, give. Oh.
Norman Deek. Nice to see you again, buddy. Thanks for your help, John.
Norman here is gonna help us get to Bill. Ain't you, Norman?
Thank you, Mr. Dick. Mighty kind.
Fuck you!
Hog time. Let's get him to jail.
Let's go! Let's go! Come on! Come on!
Let's get going.
Go! Whoa there! Let's go!
Climb on board.
Let's go.
You have destination or you just want to leave?
Yes, I'd like to go to my
I'm
destination.
just gonna have a rest.
Oh, I remember this one.
Excuse me, Mr. Marston. Have you seen my father anywhere?
No.
He went out this morning to ride the land and was supposed to be back hours ago. I don't know. The ranch hands have been out looking, but so far they found nothing.
Well, come on, let's go look for him.
Thank you, Mr. Marston. I'm sure it's nothing, but I worry about the old fool.
Howdy.
Yeah.
Come on, boy. I've got a bad feeling about this. It's not like him to be away for so long.
Don't worry. We'll find him.
He's not as young as he used to be. What if he's hurt himself?
Your father can still handle himself just fine, Miss McFarland. He's built like an oak.
You're probably right, but I can't help worrying. He's all I've got.
Don't you have any brothers or sisters, Miss McFarland?
I had 6 brothers, but 5 of them died, either from sickness or foolish choices.
And the other one?
He left for the east and never came back. Must be getting on for 10 years ago now. He's a high and mighty banker in New York, according to his last letter.
He should be here, helping you and your pa.
I don't want his help. He can live his life any way he wants. But when I see those city fellers coming in on the railway, all dressed up like a sword toe, I fear a little for his soul. He switched his saddle for a tie, and that's fine. I just never met a man in a tie I could trust. Who's that over there? Giddy up!
Let's go!
Daddy! What happened?
Nothing nice. Rustlers, I guess. Maybe the Ballard twins, that bunch. Now you head back to the ranch right now. Fetch a wagon.
Yes, sir.
Marston, you watch after her.
I'll do that, sir.
Yeah! Watch out! What could have happened to those poor men? And their horses were dead, too.
I think we should get back there as soon as we can.
Who could have done something like that?
Your boss seemed to have an idea who it was. Let's just do what he says and get the wagon.
them rustlers, I've got a good mind to head over to Pike's Basin myself.
I don't think that's a good idea.
And you're no better. How many men have you killed?
Do you really want to know?
It's disgusting.
You never met the men I killed.
I heard the way you talk about that gang you were in, like there was some twisted morality to what you did.
We all have a code. Only some of us don't realize.
The outlaw with the code? How wonderfully romantic. The reluctant murderer, the noble criminal. There's nothing more depressing than a man who's found a way to think the bad into good.
You're upset, Miss...
Look, Mr. Marston, the barn is on fire.
Oh, they burned the barn.
Let's go.
This ain't working! It's getting worse! Get a move on! Help me, will you?
There's no way in through the front.
Let's have to there. We gotta get to the horse.
Try and get in through the loft, Mr. Marston. Climb up the windmill.
Okay. I'll try.
Somebody get them horses out.
Más agua! ¡Los caballos!
Come on. He got the door open! Back that dumb horse! Give it a slap! You can still jump that!
Oh man.
He did it! Knocking the horses out!
Put it out!
Come on! Get that horse's back! Get it moving! Back that dumb horse!
Help me, will you? ¡Los caballos!
Come on! You can do that!
We're running out of time!
Come on.
Hurry! Muy bien! That's it! Muy bien!
Slow up.
Basta!
There we go.
You sure know how to handle yourself. Thanks, Marston.
Yes, John, thanks. You saved the ranch.
If you'll excuse me, I've got chores to attend to. Hey, hold on a second over there.
Sincerely, John. Thank you.
Well, did all I could, Miss McFarland. Sorry about all the damage. That gang seems to really want you out of here.
Yeah, well, my father fought Indians. I scarcely think we're gonna be frightened by some white trash.
White trash can be pretty frightening.
Well, they don't frighten me.
Good.
John, my family owes you a great debt.
I think you got enough debt. You saved my life. All I ask of you is this. if I get back home and get my farm started back up, you'll sell me some cattle. I prefer doing business with people I know.
Of course, Mr. Marston. It'd be my
Understood, that'd be good.
Well, you get some rest. I've got to go see how my father's bearing up.
Showdown. Don't worry, I'll close your eyes before any ladies see you.
Those are big words, my friend.
You like speed, huh? You have destination or you just want to leave?
Take me to Armadillo.
I don't mind if you sleep through this trip.
Well, I think I'm gonna get some sleep.
Hanging Bonnie McFarlane.
I don't have a clue. All right, but it's got to be something to do with that government boy.
We'll talk to him, find out what he knows.
Fucking is. Where is she, Marston?
Who?
Who? My daughter, you fucking scum. Where's Bonnie?
I don't know. I haven't seen her since after the fire. Why?
Why? Because she hadn't been seen since yesterday afternoon. You know, I don't think I can cope. If I lose another child...
Now, Drew, nobody's lost anything yet. I'm sure she's fine.
Oh, Mr. Marshall! Mr. Marshall! Come out, wherever you are!
Who the hell's that?
Hey, buddy! That'd be your next looking mare.
Even better! Good day, Mr. McFarlane.
Get down from that horse, boy, or I'll shoot.
I wouldn't recommend that, mister. Not if Drew McFarlane wants to see his Bonnie back in one piece. Hey, Mr. McFarlane! This is a nice girl you got there.
Get out from there!
You know, part of me's got to thinking I should just marry her myself. Give her a baby and that.
What do you want?
That's better. I want Norman Deek. I want him set free. Then you'll get your daughter back, mister.
We don't do deals with outlaws, boy.
Yeah, you do. Let's not waste each other's time pretending otherwise. Old government themselves ain't much more than a bunch of crooks. This is the land of opportunity, mister. And I'm giving you the opportunity to get your daughter back before 15 friends of mine take out all their anger and their loneliness on her.
Where the hell is she?
Where is she, boy?
Bring Deke up to Tumbleweed in a couple hours. And don't get no funny ideas, or I will slit that horse throat myself. You boys have a pleasant afternoon. Yeah!
What do we do?
We do as he says. You and me, Marshal. Mr. McFarlane, I'll get you your daughter back. I owe her that.
Please do.
I'll teach teach you some respect for the law. Hurry up, boy. Let's go. Quick as you can, deputy. Make sure he's tied on good. Stay with me, Marston.
I won't let anything happen to her, sir.
I'm thinking I'm just gonna stop playing
Let's
after
go get Miss
this.
McFarland back.
I think I just wanted to play
See,
a
this
few
is what
missions.
happens when the Federals interfere in
Maybe
our
I won't
affairs.
play 'em
Are you
all.
happy now?
No, I ain't happy at all. And I already told you, I ain't with the
I'm just
government.
gonna
Now
play
you
a
say
few
that,
missions.
John, but the only thing I know for
That's
sure
all.
is who sent you.
They made me come here. They gave me no choice. That's your federal government, Mr. Johnson.
They come down here dressed as cocky as the King of Diamonds, talking a lot of flannel about helping us, about spreading peace and civilization to the West, but they brought nothing but trouble and taxes.
I agree with you. Wolves in sheep clothing. All rob you, then make you pay to have someone investigate the crime on your behalf.
People around here have been fooled into feeling protected, when they're worse off than they were before.
Fellas I know don't care about people. All they care about is lining their pockets. Why is this sorry son of a bitch so important to them?
Norman Deeks Williamson's right-hand man. In other words, a glorified errand boy.
Wait, Marshal! I'll be back for you!
Bill's standards have slipped.
We already filled you with lead once, you ugly
Deeks is
bastard!
the kind of man who's mean enough to be second in command, but too cowardly and stupid to ever be a leader.
Don't ever use that line near your deputies. You know, for his sake, they'd best not have laid a finger on Miss McFarland. What is this place we're headed?
Tumbleweed, a lonely, god-forsaken place. Some people say it's haunted. It was quite a town back in its day. Then they built the railroad to Armadillo and went clean past Tumbleweed. And that was that. Pretty soon, everybody had up and left. Now it's just thieves, smugglers, and bandits. Scum like Deke here. Oh, popular spot for lynchings, too.
Let's try to avoid that if we can, Marshal.
I just hope you're not taking advantage of the McFarlands, Marston.
They saved my life. Gave me food and bed when they had no idea who I was. I owe them more than I can ever repay.
That's just they've been through a lot. Well, they're both vulnerable, different ways.
I wouldn't have been running in and out of a burning barn to save their horses otherwise.
I know you helped, just like you helped me. But you got your reasons for doing it.
It's no secret why I'm here, Marshal. I told you the very first time I walked into your office.
I trust you. It's just all this business with Blackwater and Williamson and the past. I don't know. Sometimes it's hard not to have doubts.
I understand. I never planned to be in the lawman business neither.
How is this mess supposed to turn out? Sending an outlaw to do the work of a lawman. That's madness.
Ain't much difference between the two, as far as I can tell.
There have to be rules, Marston. Even you must understand that.
It's easy to make up rules, but they ain't much use if people don't understand why. Like my son. If I tell him not to do something, he'll do it anyways, just to spite me. If I punish him, he resents me for it. But if I show him why it's wrong, at least he has reason not to do it again.
That's nonsense. Without laws, we're nothing more than animals. Just look at Deke here.
Go to hell!
Man has worked hard at civilization. Your boy steps out of line, you whack him. He does it again, whack him harder.
You're a good man, Marshal, and I respect what you're trying to do. But from what I've seen since I've arrived here, the law
Whack
ain't
him
really
again,
working.
whack him
Criminals are
harder.
like weeds, Marston. Quick as you stomp one out, another one sprouts up in its place. It's the nature of places. You know that as well as I do.
You think you're a man, do you? Boys will be getting last spoke in, I bet.
Come on. Across the bridge. Not far to go now. Yeah.
Easy there.
John, you'll be exchanging the prisoner for Bonnie in the middle of town. Keep your eyes open. I sincerely doubt these scum plan to play fair.
Fair my ass.
You bet. Besides, Norm here's gonna be my shield, ain't you, Norm?
It'd be my pleasure.
Lead Deke into town. We'll be right behind you.
All right, start walking.
I'm walking, goddammit! I hear those rancher girls like it in the rear. Maybe she won't want to go home. She's been fucked so good.
Why don't you save some of that breath and breathe?
Get these ropes off me, boys!
Where's Bonnie? I thought we had a deal.
Well, you thought wrong. We don't make deals with the law.
Cover, boys! Christ alive!
Bonnie, we're coming! Where is she? Leave her alone! Come on, fellas! At least try to shoot straight! You're gonna be fine, Bonnie! She ain't involved in this! I won't let you die, Bonnie! Don't you lay a finger on her! It's over, friend! Bonnie, are you okay?
I'm fine now, Mr. Marston. Thank you. Thank you. What the hell took you so long? You stupid man.
Well, you weren't exactly helping me.
If you think I'm gonna lower myself by making a joke about being all tied up, you got another thing coming. Come on.
What have we got here? Come on. Let's go. Let's go.
See you guys next time. Peace.